Some would call it swag, some would call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. You're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So South Carolina's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. And defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Line getting set on second down. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Fires to the tight end. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And the Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Snagged out of the air to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody's into the game.
Have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive that you watched film and how good are they really, and you get that first down, you throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really all right, let's get off the field, boys.
Defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the field.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. He's open on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did here. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Irvin. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. You're in go. In a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Stockton. At the 45 on his way. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. That's caught. It's Taylor. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. Third and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
It's first down from the 11. Extending the play. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football.
Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
You'll have enough to move the chains.
It's playing at the wrong angle, bro.
They saw that
What is that?
And the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got it burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10.
And that ain't happening, Chief.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Sellers. Gets it out fast. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Grove. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. 2nd down coming up. He's got it still on his feet. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. And the Gamecocks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Gamecock. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
I don't understand it, fellas.
The execution by this offense late in the half, man. You want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Working that left side. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
With the catch, it's Taylor. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field. You saw that right there.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Taylor. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Offense in an empty set. Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game
It's
here
game
late in the
6.
first half. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. The throw that's reeled in, it's Stockton. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Taylor. There he goes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a man. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. They're working that left side. Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, they'll try the middle. Nice move to keep running. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Sellers. Bringing the heat. Fires on the run. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia.
The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Stockton. And the returner will be dragged down. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. Third and short from the 49 is this four-down territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That's caught. It's Richardson. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. How aggressive will they get on first and 10? Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a two-run. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Now they'll run the draw. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. The give to the tailback. And into the end zone for a touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Finding an escape route. Got the first down. Looking for more. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. And the Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Rushes on him. Finds some fresh air. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
We gotta challenge that spot, huh?
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run, and you know it.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, South Carolina. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will?
Yeah, get
That's
that.
what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Lets it fly. Got his man on the right. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. It's a draw. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Steps away. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the...
Breaks into the open. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to...
Saunters into the end zone.
That's a running back.
Touchdown.
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. College fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the big fella. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Slides away. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now it's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set.
Oh my God.
To stop the threat. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Jukes his way for more. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the 1st down marker, so I can stop for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab through the middle. It's Tyler. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He's got his man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And they spike it to stop the clock. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's like a loose boulder, just caroms his way to the 32. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They've got the
I'm never playing this game again.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game, and I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. On the field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. Interception! formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. A